I would love to learn more about your preparation before an interview.
Yeah, great question. And it really varies. So I would say it depends a lot who you're interviewing and in what context. First of all, I should say that a lot of the time in rolling 24-hour news, where I worked for a long time, is you're mostly flying by the seat of your pants, because you come in for your shift, you might be going to be on air for 3 hours, and you know what the big topics of the day are. So you might have some foreign news, you might have some domestic stories, you might have a big political shenanigan going on that you're likely to have to get stuck into. So you sort of know the topic areas. But because you're working in a live, evolving situation, you probably don't necessarily know who exactly you're going to be speaking to. Because while you're on air talking and presenting the news, you've got a team of producers behind you who are busy phoning relevant people to, you know, see if they can get a cabinet minister, see if they can get a spokesperson for the union, see if they can get a real person who this has happened to. So in that scenario, a lot of my work, I couldn't prepare in a very specific way. So I would day to day come into a shift and I would prepare in a topic-led way. So I would know what the stories of the day were. So it's my job to kind of get as confident about them and knowledgeable about them as I could, and then to just kind of go with it. That's probably unusual though. That's rolling news, and that's something that you develop as a skill set. And the key to that is to develop a good working knowledge of big topics that will come up time and time again. So for example, you know, back in the day, I was doing Brexit practically every day. So that's your bread and butter. So you know that you need to understand, you know, what Article 50 is. You need to know what the Irish backstop is. You need to be able to explain the difference between a customs union and a free market, or things like that. So a journalist's bread and butter is to kind of be always semi-prepared by keeping across things. I guess it's the same for a lot of people who might be speaking for their industry. It's just thinking, how do I build a good overall working knowledge of things that are happening in my industry, things that are likely to change, topics that tend to come up, things that are controversial, things which are developing and evolving, where I might be required to give an opinion. So that has quite an interesting knock-on effect. You know, it's one thing for a journalist, but it has some pertinence to people talking generally.